Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today, more complaining about terrible gaming journalists. Like, dude, this string of latest releases is really showing everyone how much worth these people exactly have in the gaming industry, right? We don't need Avowed to be the next Skyrim. This was published late last year. Trying to like downplay, oh guys, it's not gonna be like Skyrim. Don't get me wrong, blah blah blah, right? Like, oh, we all love Skyrim, new Elder Scrolls game, nowhere to be found. But Avowed, it's looking good, but it's not gonna be like Skyrim, guys, right? That's basically what this is. Upcoming RPG Avowed, not being able to sidestep constant comparisons, even though the developers were like, oh, it's not gonna be like Skyrim. Visually, surface level similarities, even though it looks basically, it's you're playing an FPS RPG, or you're trying to make an FPS RPG because you failed in that miserably, right? It's like an action adventure at best. A really bland one at that. The comparisons can definitely be made, okay? You're in the exact same genre. You're essentially competing for the exact same clientele, so to speak. Targets, you know what I mean? Like, audience target. Because people that play these type of RPGs, you're looking at them, right? You want them. That's the guys you want. You want the Skyrim fans. You want the Oblivion fans. You want the Fallout New Vegas fans. So saying it's not like Skyrim, sure. While you do that, why you do that, etc. The comparisons are going to be made, right? So even though you're like, oh, well, it's gonna be more like the Other Worlds. Well, the Other Worlds was compared to Skyrim and Oblivion too. You know what I mean? Like, every single game that you make in this genre, in this style, is going to be compared to Skyrim, Oblivion, Fallout New Vegas. You know? That's just... Maybe not even New Vegas, but like Fallout 4, for example. That's just normal, alright? So, while they're sure they weren't trying to be the next Skyrim, blah, blah, blah... obviously, the comparisons are going to be made, including by this very own publication, because not that long ago, 17 hours ago, some idiot posted this. All right, Avowed is Skyrim if the combat was good. First of all, the combat in Avowed is absolutely not good. It's super bland. It's boring. It's just visual fluff. Like, that's all it is. Visually, it looks good, but mechanically, it's like the game, bland and soulless, right? It's like, what can I say? I mean, it's just bland. You just... Even the magic, right? Okay, for example, with the nice screenshot here, this guy is using, I don't even know. What the fuck? A knife, a dagger, and like a spell thing. I was using the wand because I like throwing. It felt like Harry Potter a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was fun for like 5 minutes. The pistols, super boring. It's just hit scan. You just point, shoot, point, shoot, point, shoot. The musket, same diff, except you just shoot slower and do more damage every time you shoot. The swords, maces, axes, all of that is like super bland. You just run in, slash, dodge to the side, slash. It's your regular run-of-the-mill, boring action adventure slop. So the fact this guy is all like, oh, Avowed is like Skyrim if the combat was good. What? On what planet are you living? First of all, right? That besides. So wait. Are we going with the narrative that, oh, it's not like Skyrim, guys, you shouldn't have expected Skyrim? Or are we going with the narrative like, oh, it's Skyrim, but it's better? No, dude. Like, not even remotely. I'm not sure if it's this publication. There's another publication. Oh, I should have set that up. There's another publication that was complaining that, oh, don't let me steal all of the things in Avowed. And like, you can't steal in Avowed. There is no stealing mechanic. It's just random loot that they peppered around random locations. Like, when you go into somebody's house, it's not actually somebody's house. It's just a location that they planted an NPC in that 95% of the time is probably just gonna stand there, not be interactable at all. You can't shoot him, you can't punch him, you can't yell at him, you can't steal from him. Like, none of that shit is in the game. It's extremely soulless, right? Which is the point. But the point that I'm trying to make, right? Like, the game is boring and bland. Like, it's definitely not good. It's not even, I wouldn't even say it's, is it okay if you compare it to, like, say, the Veilguard or, let's say, Concord, right? Yeah, it's okay, right? But it's bad, guys. Like, for Obsidian Entertainment, the creators of Fallout New Vegas, it's really bad, okay? It's very bland, very boring, soulless. I know I've said those words millions of times, but that's exactly how I feel about this game, right? So saying that it's Skyrim if the combat was good is, first of all, an insane assessment, alright? That claim is crazy, alright? So they're just glazing for the game, right? They're sweeping hard for this game. But let's look into it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, okay? Let's look into it. Avowed, Steam charts. 18,658 players. Let's refresh just in case. Yeah, it's the all-time peak 21 hours ago, which was Saturday evening, roughly, right? So, is it gonna go higher today? Probably not. Is that good? No. That is not good, okay? Because they did it, right? Because this guy did it. You want to compare it to an Elder Scrolls? Let's compare it to an Elder Scrolls. Here's Skyrim Special Edition, which is like one of many editions, right? If I'm not gonna count them all up, but there's like, you know, you've got the regular Skyrim, you got the Special Edition, and then, yeah, the scripted in there. I don't know why that's in here. That's not gonna have charts. Regardless, there's multiple editions. Oh shit, my bad, guys. I didn't realize it would just get rid of the website. Boom, 70,000 players. All-time peak 8 years ago. Damn. Yeah, it's not looking good, is it? And this is just the special edition. It's not. We haven't counted the regular edition, and we haven't accounted for the fact that, did Skyrim even come out day one on Steam? I don't think it did. Right? Oblivion definitely didn't come out on Steam day one. And if you look at Oblivion, for example, like you're gonna win on that because again, it never came out on. It came out like 3 years later on Steam, and you can't see those Steam charts no more because that version doesn't exist no more. So you have 3 times the maximum amount, roughly, of all-time peak players. For a 20-year-old game, it came out in 2006, so technically 19. For a 20-year-old game that for the first few years of its life wasn't even on Steam. It's not looking good, is it? And if Avowed is Skyrim, if the combat was good, let's grab a comparison between Avowed and Oblivion. Alright? So not even Skyrim, which is like many years later, right? At least five years later, I think, when Skyrim came out, 2011. So 2006 is Oblivion came out, 5 years later, right? This is 5 years earlier, a 19-year-old game. Here's like a quick comparison. I said it at double speed, right? Because we're gonna go through it. On the left, you have Oblivion. On the right, you have Avowed. In case you didn't see it, because it went by so fast. The arrows nicely fall. Oh, shit. The arrows nicely fall down. All cool. They even, like, have, like, physics on the arrows. Like, it just falls down and falls over and rolls around a little bit. In Avowed, it just disappears. What arrow? What comes up must come down? Not in our world. No. Physics on the table. This is a 19-year-old game, alright? Every single thing, you know, in Oblivion, if it looks like it's an object, you can pick it up. You can throw it out. You can mess with it. Avowed, 19 years later. Nothing is real. It's all fake. It's all soulless. It's all bland. This is a joke. And meanwhile, these gaming journalists are lying straight to our faces and expecting us to, like, slap that shit up as if we're not, you know, capable of seeing stuff with our own eyes. Right? Like, it's embarrassing, dude. We need to start gatekeeping our hobby again. These people need to go. Like, you can play video games, right? Go play video games. Everyone loves it when you play video games. Just don't talk about video games, because every time you open your mouth, people's brain cells are like being assaulted, because the shit that comes out of your mouth is so ignorant that it's like, in no world, in no universe, can I defend what you're saying in any stretch of the imagination. You don't live in the real world. You're living in Fantasyland. There's no logic at all. I also want to point out this screenshot right here. That's from a trailer many years ago. The game does not look like this at all. It doesn't look this cool, not even remotely. So he's also using, essentially, you know, fake yes and no, right? We know this is fake. All right, this is what the game looks like. Okay, it's embarrassing, bro. These are oh. But maybe again, maybe they say, oh well, it's not actually a AAA game, guys. It's just a AA game. I mean, you have to pay like 80 euros for it, so that's AAA prices. But let's not. Well, we're not gonna look at that. It's a AA game, guys. You're just paying AAA prices for it. So not only is the game garbage, they're scamming you. Because if it's AA, why the fuck am I paying AAA prices? Thankfully, I have the Game Pass. I didn't pay for this garbage, right? I played it for like 5 to 10 hours, and I was so sick of it because it's super boring. I love RPGs. Okay, I play RPGs all the damn time. The amount of times I've played Skyrim and Oblivion is insanity. When I play Skyrim, I download like literally 1,000 mods, like some massive mod list that is just. It's the game that keeps giving, all right? Say what you will about Todd Howard, and I've said a lot. That game is the GOAT, okay? Oblivion and Skyrim were fantastic. Don't even get me started on Morrowind. So, we're paying those kind of prices, but we're getting AA instead. So, first of all, that is you're scamming, okay? Allegedly. Like, that is unacceptable. Second of all, okay, let's compare to other Obsidian games. Fallout New Vegas, 51,000 peak. Pillars of Eternity, 42,000 peak. South Park, 34,000 peak. Grounded, 32,000 peak. Let's look at the dates. 2010, 15 years ago. 2015, 10 years ago. 2014, 9 years ago. They got a massive hit on Grounded, but I can't really say anything about that game because I don't like creepy crawlers, so I definitely don't like massive creepy crawlers, so I never played that game. Okay, so I'm gonna take that point and we're gonna put that out of here because I can't say nothing about Grounded. My friend really liked it. That's the only thing I can say. The Outer Worlds, the game it was doing so well, the game it was modeled after, so supposedly that even got more people. So how the hell am I paying 70 euros for a AA game that's, according to yourselves, not AAA? Don't expect the Skyrim, don't expect the Oblivion. Then why the fuck am I paying more than I would have paid for a Skyrim or an Oblivion? Skyrim and Oblivion was 50 bucks back in the day, if not less. 70 bucks for this garbage? You must be out of your goddamn mind. Jokes, that's what you are, jokes. So you can't even compete with a game you made 15 years ago. Okay, let's maybe there were some development issues, right? Let's go check. Avowed. Oh, it was a challenge. It took 6 years and 2 reboots to get to the garbage we're at now. 6 years and 2 reboots. Holy shit. 6 years and 2 reboots. That's a lot of time for only 18,000 people. Let's go check out New Vegas, right? Fallout New Vegas. 51,000 peak. Much better game. Surely that took longer, right? Oh no, that they pushed that out in 18 months. What do you want from me? What? Why? What do you want from me, right? It's a garbage game. Everyone knows it. Every statistic measured shows it, and you're still lying to my face. These people These people need to be gatekept out of our hobby. They're a massive detriment to our hobby as a whole. Because now all of these fake ass journalists, these ideologically driven losers, are all glassing up this garbage game. You want to see another Skyrim? Get rid of these people. As long as these people are around and have any shred of influence in the gaming industry whatsoever, we will never see another Skyrim. We will never see another Oblivion. These people are the woe of what is wrong with the gaming industry, okay? This type of personality is our enemy, and it's time we start fighting back. That's it. I'm gonna stop here because I can feel the rage going higher and I can feel the rant coming. It's time for these people to go back where they came from. Stop injecting yourself into our hobbies and get lost. Nobody cares what you have to say. Nobody should listen to what you have to say, because anytime you say something, it is the opposite of what is reality. It is the opposite of the truth. You're nothing but a bunch of liars, cheats. I'm stopping here. No, I'm done. Time out. I'm done. We're done. Let's keep it. Nope. Thank you so much for hanging out. Okay. Let me know what you think on the comments. And peace. I'm done before I lose my mind. I'm done.